Why do I do this? You know, I ask myself this a lot. Why do I spend multiple hours every day breaking down popular movies? Part of it is that I admire the craft that goes into them. Part of it is that I'm compelled to give back to the community that has given me so much joy. But the biggest reason why I do what I do is that all of these films are stories. Now, I'm a big proponent of the power of stories. I think a great story can be transcendent. If the right story hits the right person at the right time, it can change their life. This is why I'm compelled to films, especially popular ones. The successes and failures of these films can shape an entire culture. And as I do this more and more, I become less interested in my first viewing and more interested in how they stick with me down the road. This leads me to my biggest problem with the geek culture landscape, which is our obsession with the first viewing. This is easily a byproduct of the event film hype machine, which we've lived through so many times we can all recite it by hand. From the Comic-Con reveal to the first trailer and eventually the reactions on Twitter, we know this routine all too well. And we know it so well because of their rapid increase in frequency, expanding beyond typical movie-going months and playing all year round. It's clear that the way we watch and talk about movies is a cycle, and the key to cycles is that they move on. The event film has become the one-time event film, and most movies are given a weekend to prove their worth, find their audience, and make their money. Needless to say, it's very competitive, and resembles the sporting world more than anything. We rank movies the way we rank players. We have talk shows that are the ESPN equivalent to the movie sphere. Most importantly, we have forms of measurement to define success, like the Rotten Tomatoes and Metacritic scores, as well as the crucial opening weekend number. I can't emphasize enough how influential these aspects are when talking about movies, for the long-term narratives that build around these films are often dictated by these first few reactions. And this is what concerns me. To be fair, these first few reactions are usually correct. We know the gems and the stinkers when we see them. But it takes a while for the nuance to arrive, as the best pieces of criticism often come weeks or even months down the road. The first discussions that always pop up from a film's release concern how they play in the moment. After all, films are narratives that we feel, and the emotion that a film evokes in us will always be the thing that stands out the most. But what's less obvious is the source of that emotion, and so a greater emphasis is put on moments that stand out. I like the film because I like this moment. On the flip side, the quickest elements we criticize